What a damn job.
That's terrifying.
Welcome back to RogueM4. So today I had to go to my first hydro dam job and do an inspection. Oh, that's what it looks like. So it crosses between, well, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. Maybe I get a little higher and you'll see it. It says Keokuk plant. It crosses the Mississippi from Illinois to Iowa. So you have to kind of drive along the whole dam in order to get to the plant itself. The topic we had while we're there is lead abatement or lead work. Sometimes that can get kind of confusing. You almost have to treat it like asbestos. I did talk to a safety person there, and we did talk about lead abatement and that type of stuff. So you just have to remember when you guys are working on lead. So a couple of biggest things. So first off, make sure everybody understands what the lead plan is. You have to have a plan, so that way you know what to do. And all the workers should know what the plan says. So the area has to be, let's just say it's a real simple one. This one's a real simple job. They just have to take off this coating that may have lead. So real simple. They're not doing blasting and that type of thing, but you have to make sure that you have the area barricaded off and labeled for lead abatement. You have to make sure you have some way to wash your hands, tie back, protect yourself, yada yada yada. You have to have all that. I'm not going to get into the fine details because it'll get really long. But the biggest thing is, and some of us guys don't like washing our hands apparently, on the lead abatement you do have to make sure that a hand washing station is available. If your plan calls for a decon trailer, you have to make sure that your decon trailer is set up so that way you can wash your hands and then you can take a shower and that type of stuff. So you have to follow the plan, the written plan. The biggest thing is that you don't traipse this lead all over the place. It's almost like an indoor shooting range. The reason why the lead potential is so high is because of the lead from the bullet. So they tell everybody to make sure you wash your hands. So if you're going to be working on a lead job, make sure you got the respiratory protection is right. Make sure people are fit tested correctly. Make sure they have the right respirators for their job that they're working on. Make sure the area is barricaded. Make sure everybody knows that there's lead in the area. You have to make sure that it's done right. And there's reasons why that there is restrictions for a lot of lead work type of stuff. That's because, like people say, OSHA was written in the blood of workers. Yeah, and don't forget, it doesn't necessarily have to be bleeding to get some kind of restriction or law passed to protect the employer and protect the employees. You have to understand that chronic health conditions from asbestos, lead, benzene, some of this other stuff, it's not acute, which means, acute is something that happens right now. I stick my hand in the fire, my hand gets burned. Happens right away, that's acute. Chronic or long-term exposure, oh, I'm fine, it's not gonna hurt me. And then, 25 years later, you got some kind of cancer, you got some kind of, growth coming out of the side of your neck, that type of stuff. That's chronic and long-term health effects. And it's going to be kind of a crappy deal if you work with an employer for 5 years and then 25 years later you got some kind of leukemia or some kind of cancer because you didn't want to protect yourself. You didn't want to wash your hands before eating. or if you chew tobacco, you know, wash your hands before you put the chew in your mouth. That type of stuff. Believe it or not, it says, you know, wash your hands before you even apply makeup, which I always thought that was kind of weird. I see my wife apply makeup and she doesn't use her finger to apply the makeup. She uses brushes and stuff. But any case, if you get into a lead job, make sure it's done right. Make sure your plan is done right. Make sure you're protecting employees. And you have to make sure that each employee on that job site has read that plan and understand what the requirements are while working on that plan. And don't forget about the looky-loos, the people walking around, you know, maybe a subcontractor or other contractors working in the area. You got to keep them out. You can't have them just traipsing in and out. If you are having a problem with somebody not following the barricade tape, not following the rules, you need to stop and you need to report that to your supervisor right away, because you could actually get blamed for why this guy has cancer, or why you didn't put up a good enough sign to let him know that you know, lead abatement was happening. So make sure you do that. Don't forget about your SDSs, safety data sheets. They'll tell you what stuff that you need. Depends on the chemical you're working with. A lot of people don't read SDSs anymore, but you really need to read the SDSs. So, well, I hope this helps. Nice short video on lead abatement. Make sure you keep everybody safe. This is for all my safety people out there. So if you're a safety person, make sure you stay up on what's going on. Make sure everybody understands the plan. Stick with the plan, man. So, thank you for watching RogueM4. Hit the subscribe button, like button. My new safety friend out there that I met today, hope she's watching it. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this, hit the subscribe button. Subscribers are always nice. So, thanks again for watching RogueM4. I hope you have a great day.